next topic, that is array. What is mean by array? What is array? What is the use of array? Is it necessary? Okay. So first is, what is array? Array is nothing but the derived data type. It is a data type. It is a data type. Which type? That is a derived data type. That means we can derive it from the basic data types, or we can inherit it from the basic data types, fundamental data types. Clear? Because array, suppose integer int 10. This is the declaration of the array, for example. But this array is derived from which data type? Int. Okay. And how array is recognized? Int and subscript. After variable name there is a subscript operator. This is called as the subscript operator or square bracket. But what is the technical word? Subscript. Okay, it is a subscript operator. So this data type is derived from basic data type, that is int. So it is called as derived data type. Inherited. Whatever may be the features of the int data type, we have to inherit it here in the integer array. So it is called as derived data type. Okay. So what is the use of array? Array is used for to store number of elements together in the same entity, but their type must same. What is type? That is data type. All integer value we can save in the same variable. Single variable we can store the all integer types data. All float type data we can store into the single variable. For example, if you want to store 100 roll numbers, okay, if there is no array concept, so what we want? We want to declare integer roll number, suppose roll number 1, to store the roll number 1. We can declare second variable roll number 2 to store the second roll number. Like that, how many variables we want to use? 100. We can declare 100 variables to store 100 different roll numbers. Okay, this is tedious task. It is okay. 100 is there. 1000 students are there in RIT. Then what we want to declare 1000 variables to store the information or roll number of the students. Is it not beneficial way? So for that purpose, what we invent new data type, that is called as array. In the single array variable, we can store number of data, but similar type. So what is the use of array? Array is used for collection of similar type of data together in a single entity called as array. Clear? That is basic use. Nothing more than that. That is the basic use of array. And array is a derived data type. So always you mention at the time of writing whatever may be the question on the array. Array is a derived data type. Okay, it is derived from the basic data types or user defined data types also. Structure, union, you can derive from that also. Okay, but you don't know what is meant by structure. That's why we can just know basic data type, fundamental data types, that is int, float, double, like that. Clear? Array, there is one term, that is index of the array. Array is nothing but the array having some index. And index always starts from 0. Okay, whatever may be the size of the array, for example, general declaration of the array. How we can declare the array? First, storage type, then data type of the array, then variable name, then subscript operator, then size of the array. This is declaration, general declaration. Okay, storage type is a optional. This is optional. Okay, because we don't write the storage type, it becomes local or it becomes global. But if it is static, you can write static storage type there. If it is register, you can write register storage type here. Okay. Next is the data type. Must, mandatory. Okay. Every array having some data type because we can store same type of data into the array variable, not different. That is one integer, one float, one character, one string, one double. Not like that. We can store only similar type of data into single array variable. If there is different array variables, one for float, one for integer, we can do that. But in the single array, only we can store similar type of data or homogeneous data elements together into the entity called as array. Homogeneous, that is same data type. Clear? So just we can declare it as a integer. If it is inside the main, void main, inside that integer, storage type is optional. It is by default atto here or local. Then name of the variable, that is roll number. This is only one variable. We want to store 100 roll numbers together into that single variable name. This is a single variable name. Okay, but how many? What is the size? 100. Now 100 is the size of array. Okay. This is main function. Inside that we can declare the array. Okay. Here we declare the array. This is called as array declaration. What is the memory management? Now, what is the storage type of the array? Local, atto. So it is stored on the stack partition. Then, how the memory is managed? Roll number. This is the variable name, and index starts from 0. That is first roll number. Whatever may be the value, 1001. This is the first roll number. Second roll number 1002 is stored. First roll number is stored here in the variable roll number 0. Second, roll number 1. Third, roll number 2. Like that. Roll number 99. So always, whatever may be the size, last index of that array is size minus 1. If size is 100, then last index is 99. And always index of array starting with 0. Starting with 0. Other memory management concept. All these data members, roll number of 0, 1, 2 are arranged in a contiguous memory location. Okay, means salag. If you declare 3 different roll numbers, roll number 1, roll number 2, roll number 3, these are stored on non-contiguous memory location. But if array is there, then always memory management is contiguous. Lagar, salag. Okay, that means if first roll number 0 is stored at the 100 address location, then second roll number 1 must stored at the address location 102, because this is an integer type. So for integer type, 2 bytes are reserved. So first is 100, second is 101. These 2 bytes are reserved for roll number 0. Then next contiguous memory location. What is the next contiguous memory location? 102 and 103. For these 2 locations, roll number of 1 is stored. After that, 104, 105 location, which roll number 2 is stored. Clear? So in the array, variables are stored at the contiguous memory location. Clear? So we can store homogeneous data into that roll number array. Okay? Next, if you don't give the size here, what happens in roll number? Don't specify size, only subscript and semicolon. Is it working? No. It gives you error, because for this roll number, compiler manage the memory at the compile time or statically. Clear? And compiler gets confused. What is the size of array? How much memory I can reserve for that variable? I don't know. because there is no specified size. So how much bytes are reserved for that type of variable? I don't know. That's why compiler raised the error, that is syntactical error or grammatical error. So size must be there. But if I write like that, semicolon, this is called as array initialization. Always when you initialize the array must be initialized variable inside the curly brackets. Okay, this is array initialization. So what happens? Compiler gives the error for that? No, because compiler knows that in that array only 3 elements are there. So what is the size of array? 3. Compiler itself assumes that size depending on the number of variables you initialize in that array, and it must be in the curly brackets. Clear? So there is no need to write size when you initialize the array. But when you declare the array, size must be there. Otherwise it is a syntactical error. But you initialize the array using curly brackets, then there is no need to write size. Clear? Okay, so this is the introduction of array.